Once upon a time, influencer marketing was reserved for the biggest companies with the biggest budgets. Ones that could afford to pay a celebrity to half-heartedly say that their product was the best, or even just tweet. Wait, it's not called tweeting anymore, right? What's it called now? Because I know that the posts are called X's, but what is the actual act of it called? Is it just posting? Even just make a post with a few words about their newest product. But now, big celebs are out and mid, micro, and nano influencers are in. So what does this mean for you? Let me explain. So first off, what the heck are mid, micro, and nano influencers, and how are they different? So on the scale of influencer, most celebrities would fall into what's called a macro or a mega influencer. Macro being 500,000 to 1 million followers, and mega being 1 million plus followers. And keep this in mind for later, these accounts usually average around a 1.3% engagement rate. They're also expensive, like really expensive, like $20,000 to $45,000 per Instagram post expensive. Whereas mid, micro, and nano range from 100 to 500,000 followers, 10 to 100,000 followers, and 0 to 10,000 followers respectively. And what they lack in follower count, they make up for in authenticity and relatability, which if you didn't know is kind of a really big deal for consumers right now. You see, long gone are the days of blind trust in a product because a celebrity was paid to endorse it. No. Nowadays, people are looking to these smaller influencers because they're still grounded in reality. They live a similar life. They identify with them. So remember that 1.3% engagement rate? Well, get this. These smaller sets of influencers on average have an engagement rate of 3.69%. Pair that with the sense of trust that these smaller accounts have over these celebrities. I don't think it's that far-fetched to say that working with mid, micro, and nano influencers can actually give you a better ROI than big-time Hollywood stars. Let me break this down with you for numbers real quick. Say we take Miss Macro. She's got 1 million followers and an average engagement rate of, like I said, 1.3%. That is 13,000 people. Now, let's say 3% of those engaged followers convert, and that shakes out to about 390 sales, and because she's right on the threshold of mega as opposed to macro, let's say she charges $35,000. Now, let's run through the same equation, similar budget, but with smaller influencers. Let's say you choose to work with 4 micro influencers for $8,000 each. You did your research, and these guys and gals have some crazy engagement and conversion rates. There was one study that found that influencers of this size have about a 6% engagement rate. So let's say the 4 together have 400,000 followers, right? That is 24,000 accounts that are genuinely engaged. And if we run with that same 3% from earlier, then that turns into 720 conversions. So you're looking at almost double the conversions for $3,000 less. And that is why influencer marketing as we knew it is dead. Because with the rising trends of consumers wanting authenticity, I truly believe that pretty much every e-commerce and service-based business as well will find this to be a much more efficient strategy. Plus, on top of that, you can use this to inform your future marketing campaigns and decisions. Oftentimes, you'll get UGC out of it. I mean, in every sense, it really is a better use of your resources. Now, all of this is very broad. These results are assuming you do very thorough research and very thorough audits of the influencers that you decide to work with. Oh, and if you have any questions about influencer marketing or anything in this video, feel free to ask them in the comments below. But the other thing you can take from this market shift for influencers is actually within your own content. You see, your own content should be authentic and human in the same way that theirs is. And if you're not a content creator, I get why that can be hard to figure out. But don't worry, because in this video right here, I go over how to make more authentic content that will resonate with your audience in the same way that these influencers do.